This is Satya Kadivel from Tamil Nadu state of India. This is my first video message after registering my case in Bangalore Labour Court against e-way company about the illegal termination of my e-way company job. That is the politically influenced, most cruel and pre-planned sudden illegal termination of my e-way company job done by criminal e-way India partner Ram Deshpande and other involved e-way company authorities. So after my final conciliation meeting in Bangalore Labour Commissioner office on 9th December, I have filed the case in Bangalore Labour Court on 19th December 2025, and after 2 days of filing I have got the case registration number and other details. So these are the case registration details. The case registration number of my e-way company case is number 25/2025 and it's registered in Bangalore Labour Court, and the first hearing date is on upcoming 6th February 2026. It's the first hearing date, and the CNR number I have shared below, and the case is handled by the female judge named Pushpavati ma'am of Bangalore Labour Court. Okay. This video message is mainly addressed to the UN Security Council permanent member country leaders of China, Russia, USA, UK and France, and the honorable country leaders of UAE, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Pakistan and North Korea, and all UN bodies and International Labour Organization. So first of all, I will give a high level summary of the topics that I am going to cover in this video message. First, I will give a summary of the main issue I have addressed in the last video message which I have given on 7th December 2025. And then next, I will explain about the very main clarification that I have done with the e-way company authorities during the final conciliation meeting in Bangalore Labour Commissioner office in front of the Bangalore Labour Commissioner. And then next, I will explain about the summary of the repeated clarification and the confirmation of fact done by the e-way company authorities in front of Bangalore Labour Commissioner in Bangalore Labour Commissioner office during the 12th November and the 9th December conciliation meetings, where both Bangalore Labour Commissioner and myself have repeatedly confirmed this particular fact with the e-way HR Director Shanil Mirza and e-way lawyer. And then I will explain about the very strict and standard format of the termination record details that will be maintained by all MNC companies and all software companies, especially in the case of the company which is terminating the employee for the main purpose of handling the legal issues from the employee. And then I will explain about the very main thing which I will be covering in this video message is about the very strong evidence details which I will be sharing in this video message, which confirms the pre-planned, secretly done forgery email evidence creation crime against me by the criminal e-way company authorities in the month of November 2022 itself. I again repeat, one of the very main evidences I am sharing in this video message is about the pre-planned, secretly done forgery email evidence creation crime done by criminal e-way company authorities in the month of November 2022 itself, under strong coordination of criminal Anand Ambani and a request of terrorist Asokan Perisami and his team of criminals of Najhatar murder case. I have collected these evidences when I was collecting the evidences to prepare the counterpoints for the objection petition of criminal e-way India partner Ram Deshpande. And then I will share all the other evidences which repeatedly strongly proves the long leave approval given for me by criminal e-way India partner Ram Deshpande, and the consistently and completely agreed fact by multiple e-way HR authorities, Hina Mudaliar, HR Mohammed and the e-way HR concerning head Nitin Grover sir. So first I will explain about, so these are the topics I will be covering in this video message. I will go for the first one. So first I will share about the summary of my last video message which I have shared on 7th December 2025 before I went for the final conciliation meeting in Bangalore Labour Commissioner office with the e-way company authorities. So the issue mainly I address is that the criminal e-way India partner Ram Deshpande, who have filed the detailed objection petition on 21st November 2025 after solid 2 months of my filed petition in Bangalore Labour Commissioner office, he has filed a detailed objection petition on 21st November 2025. In that detailed objection petition, almost in 10 paragraphs, repeatedly criminal e-way India partner Ram Deshpande have mentioned the point that multiple warning and remedial emails have been sent to the employee to return back to India for work from some unauthorized and unapproved leave she has taken. This point is repeatedly mentioned almost 10 paragraphs of the objection petition of criminal e-way India partner Ram Deshpande. So, I just put the very logical questioning, common sense of all addressed country leaders and all media channels and all union authorities, whoever is seeing this video message. When the case petition or objection petition is filed by the counterparty, first they will refer to some evidence, be it any kind of evidence, email evidence, and any kind of communication with them, and then only based on that evidence they will mention the counterpoints, especially when they file an objection petition. So for all other kind of objection points, the e-way company authorities have attached the email evidence. When they have mentioned that multiple warning remitter emails, when in almost 10 paragraphs, Criminal E-way Partner Ram Deshpande mentioned that multiple warning and remitter emails sent to the employee about the unauthorized and unapproved leave she has taken and asking her to return back to India for work. The one and only evidence I could see in their objection petition is the January 2023 email, which is the email chain of E-way HR Mohammed, which I have also attached in my petition, and then additionally they have attached the email evidence of 15th September where I have asked for work from home option, and then it was conveyed as not applicable. So that email chain they have attached. They have not attached the long leave approval email. They have illegally and intentionally hidden that long leave approval email. So I was reading through all the 10 paragraphs, but only these two email evidences were attached. Apart from that, I have already mentioned to the country leaders, 2 forgery email evidences have been attached in that objection petition, where the 2 forgery emails are the emails dated 16th January 2023 and 18th January 2023, which is about the email of conveying about the full and final settlement, the payment of 3 months notice period salary made to me, and about mentioning of relieving letter, getting relieving letter and experience letter, and about the these things they have mentioned in that 16th January, 18th January email, which I have never ever received it to my email ID, which is officially registered with the e-way company, my personal email ID which is officially registered with the e-way company. I have attached the video evidence also for the same, and there is separate video evidence in my sister's moment where we have frequently taken screenshot and videos on those particular dates to make sure that we don't miss out any of the emails from e-way company. So since I have already identified 2 forgery email evidences attached in that objection petition, in order to make sure that the criminal e-way company authorities do not make any further attempts to later submit any forgery email evidence, during the 9th December conciliation meeting, right in front of Bangalore Labour Commission, I asked e-way HR Dr. Shanil Mirza and e-way lawyer. I have went through the specific paragraphs and read through the lines and mentioned that just like these points, almost in 10 paragraphs, you have mentioned that multiple warning remitter emails have been sent to me about some unauthorized and unapproved leave I have taken, asking me to return back to India for work. But the one and only objection received to me is the January 2023 email of e-way HR Mohammed, and the same email address only you have also attached in this petition. And so I want to confirm the email evidence which is referred for this particular allegation placed against me. So for that, very clearly Shanil Mirza and the e-way lawyer have mentioned that they have referred only to that January 2023 email of e-way HR Mohammed and the 15th September email chain where I have asked for work from home option, which was conveyed as not applicable for me. And then the Shanil Mirza mentioned that I did not get prior approval for long leave before exiting from India. And then very clearly, because I want to make sure that I should not give any space for them to later manipulate these confirmed facts in the future, I specifically mentioned to him that this is the one and only objection email I sent to me during my long leave, to end my long leave, which is the email of e-way HR Mohammed in January 2023. Shanil Mirza also again repeatedly confirmed that, yeah, this is the one and only objection email sent in January 2023 about my long leave and after the 15th September email. Now, this is the confirmed fact in front of Bangalore Labour Commission, who is the main government judicial system learning witness authority for this fact. Apart from this, 19th December conciliation meeting confirmation fact, during the 12th November 2025 conciliation meeting also, I just want to just give an example. When e-way HR Dr. Shanil Mirza and e-way lawyer have also submitted the evidence emails to the Bangalore Labour Commission, which is the same January 2023 email. Bangalore Labour Commission have kept that sheet in his hand and they have asked, and specifically in front of me, he asked me, is this the only objection email communication from e-way company to the woman employee about objection for her long leave before executing the termination? Is there any other email evidences? Email communication, email evidences from e-way? Both eBay lawyer and the eBay HR at Shanil Mirza multiple times, each of them multiple times told to the Bangalore Labour Commission that, sir, this is the one and only objection email and the email communication to the woman victim employee to end her long leave during her long leave period before executing the termination. There is no other in between email communication from eBay company. Both of them have multiple times confirmed to him when he separately asked the inquiry. So 9th December, confirmation of the fact is the repeated clarification from my end, but in the 12th November conciliation meeting, Bangalore Labour Commission have kept that email sheet on his hand and asked them, is this the only email communication to the woman employee before executing her termination about objection of her long leave, for which both eBay lawyer and HR Shani Mirza have multiple said, yeah, this is the one and only objection email and the email sent to her to end her long leave before executing her termination. So in this 12th November, 9th December, reconfirmed the fact of the conciliation meeting of the one and only objection email sent to me about my long leave before executing termination. The very main manual witness itself is the Bangalore Labour Commissioner, who himself have asked this question multiple times during 12th November conciliation meeting and during the 9th December conciliation meeting. Right in front of him, I asked this multiple question. Again, the same fact is confirmed to me. eBay HR and Shanil Mirza and eBay lawyer on both these two times. So these two facts I want to convey to the addressed country leaders, because in the last video message, the very main issue I have addressed is that the criminal eBay India partner Ram Deshpande have made cruel false allegation in almost 10 paragraphs, stating that multiple warning and reminder emails have been sent to me, but intentionally he has not attached the email evidence for the same with the criminal motive to submit any such a forgery email evidence during the court case proceedings to get favorable judgment with the political support of criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi by influencing the judicial system authorities to accept that forgery email evidence even when they submit at later point of time. So that's why I gave all this logical reasoning and multiple times confirmed the fact of the one and only objection email sent to me to end my long leave before executing termination, which is the email of eBay HR Mohammed, for which the Bangalore Labour Commissioner himself is the very strong manual witness authority. Having said this, I want to convey that now again why I am screaming about this repeated confirmed point in front of the addressed country leaders, because I have identified additional evidences which strongly proves the fact that the criminal eBay company authorities have already planned to secretly create forgery email evidence against me in the month of November 2022 itself, because of which it is again raising concerns for me if they are still in the criminal plan to later submit the secretly created forgery email evidence against me during the court case proceedings to falsely project like already some warning or objection or reminder email have been sent to me to falsely project like I was under unauthorized and unapproved leave and to return back to India for work before the one and only existing original email communication from eBay HR Mohammed on January 2023. I again repeat. In spite of this multiple times confirmed fact of the one and only objection email from eBay HR Mohammed to end my long leave on January 2023, for which Bangalore Labour Commissioner himself is the main manual witness authority, why I am screaming about again raising this concern of criminal eBay India partner Ram Deshpande planning to again proceed ahead to submit any forgery email evidence in the court case proceedings, is mainly because recently after the final conciliation meetings, when he was preparing the court case petitions, so obviously when he was preparing the court case petition, I will collect the evidences of my counterpoints for the objection petition. So during that time I collected additional evidences which gives strong evidence-based reasons, strong evidences to prove that, which proves that the criminal eBay company authorities have already been involved in secretly creating forgery email evidence against me in the month of November 2022. In the month of November 2022, to falsely project like they have already sent me any kind of warning or objection or reminder emails about my long leave before the January 2023 email of eBay HR Mohammed. Just giving the summary of the topic, summary of my last video message, the main issue addressed I have explained, main clarification done in front of Bangalore Labour Commissioner on 9th December conciliation meeting I have explained, the summary of the repeatedly confirmed point on 12th November and 9th December conciliation meeting in front of Bangalore Labour Commissioner by eBay company authorities is explained. And then now, so before I explain the strong evidences which proves the high possibility of secretly created forgery email evidence against me by criminal eBay company authorities in the month of November 2022, I would like to explain the standard termination record of all MNC companies that is maintained, software companies that is maintained for the terminated employees. So, I mainly explain this termination record format for the address to country leaders because the address to country leaders may not be aware of the standard procedure and the strict and standard format of how the software companies and all MNC companies maintain their termination record details of the employee, especially when they terminate the employee. So, if the employee goes for voluntary resignation, the termination record details will contain the respective details. But when the company terminates the employee, it is very strictly required and it's a very standard format for all software companies and all MNC companies to maintain the clear-cut reason for the termination of the employee, and the topmost high priority is to save or to properly store all the formal warning emails, the formal warning emails, reminder emails, and the communication of any kind of disciplinary misconduct or violation of eBay policy they have done, for which the inquiry email that is made with the employee. So all those proper formal warning emails and the proper formal communication emails, inquiry emails made with the employee before executing the termination of the employee, all those email evidences should be properly stored by that company. This is the utmost high priority evidence that should be stored by the company when they execute termination of the employee company. So there is no space for the criminal eBay India partner Ram Deshpande and eBay authority to say that they missed to say that multiple warning reminder emails sent to me in the termination record. They missed to attach in that objection petition. There is no space to say anything like that, because as I already mentioned, just a common logical, basic common sense logical sense that without having some emails evidences in hand, without that nobody can make such repeated cruel false allegations in 10 paragraphs. So when they are based on that some email evidence, if they are making that, obviously they have attached that evidence in the objection petition. So that point only I have multiple times clarified with the HR data Shanil Mirza and email either. You have made 10 paragraphs, same cruel false allegations have been made. I want to confirm the email evidences from eBay company, and I want to strongly get the one and only objection email about my login is the email on January 2023 from eBay HR. Before that, I did not get any objection or warning or reminder emails from eBay because I was under approved login. The eBay HR Shanil Mirza have also strongly confirmed that this is the one and only objection email sent from eBay HR Mohammed before executing termination for my login. And after 15th September email, they have not sent any in between any emails or anything to me. He has strongly confirmed that, and he has mentioned that the main issue is that I did not get prior approval for long leave before exiting from India. So this is the point. He has again confirmed. So what I'm trying to say is that since the country leaders is not aware of how the standard and strict standard format of the termination record of the employee exists, that's why I gave this clear explanation. Now, if the country leaders can refer to the specific recording points in the recorded video call evidence with eBay HR consulting head authority Nitin Grover sir, he has very clearly made the point that Satya, your record is clear from eBay company. When he mentioned that Satya, your record is clear from eBay company, he is not referring to any student record or medical record. He is the HR consulting authority. He very clearly, openly referred to my termination record and mentioned that Satya, your record is clear from eBay company. On top of that, he explained that statement, clearly mentioning that there is no complaint from eBay company against you during your complete tenure in eBay company or about the work you did in eBay company. Again, he multiple times stated that eBay company did not accuse you of anything. So when Nitin Grover sir, eBay HR consulting head authority Nitin Grover sir made the point that my record is clear from eBay company, he did not just stop with that. He made a clear explanation of the statement of what he made. He clearly explained that there is no complaint against you either during your entire tenure in eBay company or about the work you did in eBay company. And he again repeated that eBay company did not accuse of anything, any single thing. He repeatedly mentioned that he just voluntarily repeatedly mentioned that do not overthink. There is no complaint against you from EY company, either during your entire tenure in EY company or about the work you did in EY company. And then he went on and clearly said that you had a situation of due to your family threat situation, you could not come to India for work. And the company has given all possible long leave support it can, and since you asked for another 2 months extension of long leave, which the company could not provide, that's why the company proceeded ahead with the termination. And then he made the point that even you can sit in lawyers and you can say that take 3 months of my notice period salary, I cannot come, and you can terminate end the job, or the company can say at any time that take 3 months of notice period salary and I am terminating your job with immediate effect. So this is what he clearly mentioned. He completely accepted that sudden termination of my job, and he explained that is one of the terms and conditions of the employment, which is actually the revised offer letter but not in the original offer letter. So can the country leaders see the open evidence in this? Nitin Grover sir, not throughout my video message, if the country leaders have said repeatedly, multiple days I mentioned, so suddenly UAHR Mohammed have given me just 4 days of time to return back to India for project work. At least in the mid of December he could have given some intimation. Repeatedly I made that point. Not even once Nitin Grover sir has said that Satya, you are on unauthorized, unapproved leave. No, Satya, before HR Mohammed's even already multiple email reminders, objections have been sent to me. He never ever made that point. He clearly, accurately summarized the events that sequence of events that stating that in the month of September, you had a family security threat situation and you asked for the work from home option in Laos. Due to some regulatory complaints, we could not give that option for you. Still, the employee family security threat comes first. Employee family safety comes first for the company. So, understanding your family threat situation, the company have supported for your long leave in the month of October, November and December. But again, you asked for another 2 months of leave extension, which could not be supported for by EY company. That's why we proceeded with the termination. If Ram Deshpande has said no to my long leave request, and no EY HR consulting head authority would say that the EY company have supported for the long leave for the month of October, November and December. Nobody would say that. And when I repeatedly made the point, just 4 days only given for me to end my long leave, at least some prior intimation could have been given. At least in the mid of December, some intimation could have been given for me. When I repeatedly made that point, not even once Nitin Grover made that. No, we have already sent a reminder email, objection email, what email, nothing he made that. He just clearly conveyed that explanation that even you can sit in Laos and you can say I cannot come for work, take my 3 months of salary notice, and the company can sit in India and can say take 3 months of notice period salary and they can immediately terminate my job. So he clearly accepted the sudden termination of my job without any prior intimation or anything. There's just that 4 days period only I have repeatedly mentioned throughout that time period. So the evidence is very clear. I plead the address to country leaders to please go through this registered petition, 70 pages of petition. So this is the 70 pages of my petition. This is the main petition, which is of 68 pages. Totally it would cover 70 pages. The main content will be covered in 68, not even 68, 65 pages. I have signed in all the pages. All the pages of me. The case is filed on 19th December. It's okay, ka. The case is filed on recording. Case is filed on 19th December. Satya Kadril, this is Ram Deshpande, Hina Mudaliar, Sankat, Pareshin, Shanil Musa, Rajiv Memani. So each and every points I have signed the case petition. So I know it's difficult for the okay, come back. Address to country leaders to see through all the points, but so that's why I have sent a PDF with just 6 pages. I know it is very difficult for the address to country leaders to read through all 70 pages of my document. That's why I have again taken more efforts in simplifying the content, and I have given paragraph-wise summary in just 6 pages of my PDF document. I have made lot of efforts to make a crisp content of the 70 pages of my case petition into 6 pages of paragraph-wise summary. I plead all addressed country leaders to please go through at least the 6 pages of summary I have given, and at the very least please go through the paragraphs where I have mentioned as very important. Please at least go through those paragraphs, or you can ask any of your assistant to give the summary of the what content I have mentioned in that paragraph. So this is the paragraph wise summary I have made. This is paragraph numbers which I have referred in the main case petition, which I have shown just now. Paragraph, for example, 5 and 6 I have mentioned about family background and job details eBay company, and then I have highlighted very important paragraph like paragraph number 20. It's about email to HR Bharti ma'am about my submitted cross-border cybercrime petition to China government and details of my justice request petition and cross-border cybercrime petition, asylum request petition to China president. And then paragraph number 22 to 24, very important I have marked suspicious events which happened in eBay company in the month of November 2022 back. And then if the country leaders can see, Nitin Grover sir points for paragraph number between 46 to 53, I have mentioned about the summary of the Nitin Grover sir points where he mentioned that my record is clear from eBay company without, he would not have made this statement without thoroughly checking my termination record details. If he had been terminated due to any misconduct or violation policy, the eBay leadership of them would never ever make such a clear and repeated declaration statement of the clearly stated reason of my job termination. So please take time at least just to read the 6 pages of this PDF document. Okay, done. So far in this video message I have explained about the main issue addressed in my previous video message of the criminal plan of criminal eBay India partner Ram Deshpande under directions of eBay India CEO Rajiv Memani of intentionally not submitting the planned forgery email evidence in his objection petition with the criminal plan to later submit the secretly created forgery email evidence against me during the court case prosecution to falsely project like already some warning reminder emails or an objection email was sent to me even before the January 23 email of eBay HR Mohammed. This was the criminal plan of eBay India partner. So what are the actions I have taken to stop his criminal attempt? On the 9th December final conciliation meeting, I have again very strongly confirmed this particular fact with eBay HR director Shanil Mirza and eBay lawyer, where both of them have again strongly confirmed that the one and only objection email sent to me to end my long life is the email communication from eBay HR Mohammed in January followed by immediate termination, and this fact is very strongly confirmed in the recorded video call evidence of eBay HR consulting head authority Nitin Grover sir, who have very clearly stated that my record is clear from eBay company. There is no complaint against me from eBay company either during my tenure or about the work I did in eBay company. He just clearly mentioned that repeatedly mentioned eBay company did not accuse me of anything, any single thing. He asked me to not to overthink. eBay company did not accuse me of anything. It's just that you had a situation, family secretary situation, you could not come to India for work. The company could not give further support for you since you asked for another 2 months of leave. That's why we proceeded with the termination. He accepted that it's a sudden job termination and mentioned that even you can sit in liars and say take 3 months of my salary. I'm immediately resigning my job, and we can also immediately terminate you by saying that take 3 months of salary and we are terminating your job. So this is what he mentioned that. So there is no warning throughout the video message. I repeatedly what I mentioned is that sudden unjustified period of 4 days for me to end my long life. Not even once Nitin Grover sir have objected that. He only mentioned that they can suddenly terminate by giving the notice period. Sorry. This fact has completely consistently aligned with the termination email of eBay HR director Hina Mudaliar. She has also confirmed that the company have given long leave support for me as much as it can. It only cannot provide further extension on leaves to me because I have asked for 2 months of leave request. It's very rare. If I have done taken unauthorized and unapproved leave against multiple criminal wrongs, 100% it should have been mentioned the termination email of eBay HR director Hina Mudaliar that Satya, you have done a misconduct violation of eBay leave policy by taking unauthorized and unapproved leave and going for a job abandonment, willful absence, whatever it is. And sir, Satya, you have continued your unapproved, unauthorized long leave against multiple remedies warnings from eBay company. That's why we are terminating us. So the event would be totally different. After, since this is the evidence that I was under approved long leave, and even eBay HR Mohammed in his email, he has confirmed the long leave fact and clearly mentioned that you are on long leave, but we cannot provide further extension of leaves. I have replied to him, to the HR Mohammed, that I am under long leave under complete knowledge of HR Bharti ma'am and my reporting manager Sai Kabutri. If already some warning objection has been given about my long leave, he would have immediately replied that Satya, no, we have already given objection about extending your long leave. You are continuing your leaving against the already given objection or warning or reminder, whatever it is. He would have 100% mentioned that. So this is all. After, if I submit the November month evidence to the addressed country leaders, you will come to know how much cruel backstabbing have been done to me by criminal eBay company authorities, where it's not a recently created plan. In the month of November 2022 itself, the criminal eBay company authorities authorities and the Joint Coordination of Criminal Anand Ambani have secretly done some forgery email evidence creation against me, which they are keeping it secretly till now, and they are still planning to submit it during the court case prosecution to falsely project. Already some objection, warning, or any kind of remedial email sent to me about some unauthorized, unapproved leave I have taken, asking me to return back to India for work. That's why the criminal EVA India partner Ram Deshpande, under directions of criminal EVA India CEO Rajiv Memani, he has made that completely intolerable, most cruel lie in almost 10 paragraph of his objection petition, but he has attached the same January 2023 email evidence only in his objection petition. It's all for the one and only reason that criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi have been directly involved in executing in illegal, most cruel illegal termination of my EVA company job, and he has given blind approval to criminal Anand Ambani and criminals of Rajchandra Madakis to any extreme misuse the EVA company authorities to say any extreme cruel false allegations, to completely go against their already confirmed facts of the termination of my case, and to submit any extreme forgery criminal email evidence against me during the court case prosecution, by saying that he will influence the judges to blind accept all those forgery email evidence to give cruel false judgment in illegal termination of my EVA company job. So this is the first point I have covered.
So I got this clarified. This is fine, sir. Just one more concern, sir. So when I took long leave, I completely understand. EVA is a big reputed firm, and it doesn't. It only to some extent it can support the personal problems of the employees. I understand that. I'm not expecting to never-ending support for my personal life problems. What happened is when I got approval for long leave, I have clearly communicated it is due to life security threat issues, and this approval of long leave was given by my EY partner Ram Deshpande sir. So when I was asked, when the EY team expected that, because I took long leave under unexpected and sudden situation for which my EY team have supported for me, I really appreciate that. When they have asked me, Satya, we are expecting you to work on project and deliverables, and please come to India within 4 days. Even for making travel arrangements, and for, because they know my situation, even for making travel arrangements and to find a safe place for my family, because it's just my widowed mother and myself and my sister, sir. There is no one else for my family. Why I have to exit India and go on unpaid leave? Because there is nobody for my family. That is why I exited. I don't expect EY team to help me, for give me never-ending support, but as a basic humanity, they could have given sufficient amount of time for me to end my long leave. Satya, we have supported this long. We are giving you minimum at least 2 weeks time period. Either please sort out your issue and report to work for project and deliverables, else you might be terminated. At least at that note I deserved, because I'm the only earning member, and before I joined in EY company, I had another offer letter from IBM with the same package. My first project manager Nilesh Yadav sir have only interviewed me. I waited for EY company from 2022. I have the evidence that I wanted to.
I hope you acknowledge that the firm was extremely supportive. I think I acknowledge you had genuine problems. But personal issues that happened in September around your security, I did not get into it. These are personal issues. So, but the firm supported you, right?
Yes, sir.
As an employee employed in India, you can't work outside India in another country. There are laws stopping you from doing that, stopping us from allowing that to happen.
Yes, sir.
So that's why we could not. Then till September, October, November, December we supported you, right? There is also a limit, because till the time you are on the firm's payroll, I can't hire somebody else in your place.
Yes,
There is also a headcount restriction, right? So unless the seat is open, how do I hire somebody? We gave you 4 months or so, and they were very clear. I remember reading the emails that you can only come in March. That is when your resolution would happen. So the firm, being was very patient with you, it waited as much as it could, and then only went ahead with the exit termination. And like I said before, your termination was, you could have decided any time, and the firm can exit you any time by paying notice. It was not that you are a bad person or did something wrong or anything, any of those things. Like I said, the firm paid you for notice because it was exiting you under that either party can end contract. That's one part. So I hope you appreciate that the firm was as supportive as it could, but firm also has limitations, right? We can't go beyond a certain point. We have to deliver to clients. There are other team team members, other employees were suffering because they have to do workload of one employee missing. Again, you have genuine problem, but at the end of the day, your work will be done by somebody else, or it will be distributed between people.
Okay, sir. When
My
when the
request to you is please look forward in life. You'll have your living better, you'll have your experience better. Focus on moving forward. The firm did nothing wrong with you. The firm did not accuse you of anything. Okay, moral turpitude did not accuse you of any, especially when the firm did not accuse you of a single thing.
Sir, when Shanil Mirza sir spoke to me, he spoke in a different, he projected in a different way. That was that I don't want to bring it up.
I am the one speaking.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So, my request is that please look forward,
Okay, sir.
focus on your future, focus on your life. Your record is clean from our side. We have not accused you of anything. If your background verification comes to us, it will go clean. If you mention the right date of joining, right date of leaving,
Okay, sir.
the right designation, right salary, we will give you a clean background check. We have nothing against you. Simple.
Okay, sir. But so
So, my request is that please look forward,
okay, sir.
focus on your future, focus on your life. Your record is clean from our side. We have not accused you of anything. If your background verification comes to us, it will go clean. If you mention the right date of joining, right date of leaving,
Okay, sir.
the right designation, right salary, we will give you a clean background check. We have nothing against you. Simple.
Okay, sir. But so in the first offer letter, my date of joining was not corrected. So can the
Verbally we agreed or on date we agreed. That's okay.
okay, okay.
Anyway, you don't need to show this termination letter to anybody.
Okay.
You understand, Satya?
Okay.
If you get your relieving letter, you will get your experience letter, you can destroy that termination letter.
Okay, sir. Fine.
As I said, we have not accused you of anything. And as I said, nobody has anything against you about your tenure, about the work you did. It's all about what has happened in the last